Hey there, how's it going guys? Today we're gonna build a simple resistance calculator with JavaScript. We're gonna cover some useful methods and instructions to create this app, which is a useful tool for electronic engineers. The user will need to choose the resistor colors, then click on that button to find the value of the component. Another thing gives the app a better look is these colors. Okay, these colors are gonna change. Let's check it out. Let's suppose we got this color blue, the first strip, and orange for the second, maybe, and red for the third render. There it is. Alright, before we get started, I want to show you how the calculator works. Now right here, we got three strips. This is the three strips that we're gonna work on. The first two strips are called digits, and the third one is called multiplier. The formula says you get the values of the first two strips and then you multiply it to the third one, to the value of the third one. Now, let's suppose we got brown for the first one as well as the second one, and the third one is going to be red. Okay, since the first one is brown, it's a digit. It gets the value of 1, as well as the second one. So we got 1 here and another one here. So these are 11 and not 2, because this is not an addition, it's a concatenation for the first two strips. So we got 11 right here, and the third one which is red, it gets the value of the multiplier, which is 10 to the power 2, which equals 100. Now, what do we do? 11 times 100 is going to be equals to 1100. And there it is. Now I think we should start with HTML, but if you're just interested in JavaScript, you can jump to the timestamp mentioned below the video. Now let's start it, okay? Then let's call this a resistance, calculator. Okay. Right, now let's link CSS file, style, CSS. Now we'll move on. We're gonna have some sections for the lines or the strips. Okay, let's take this section. Let's give it a class of lines, and inside this one we're going to have a div. Give it a class of line color, and then we're going to have the select tag. Okay, let's give it an ID. So the first one is going to be the left line. In here, we're going to have some options. The first one will have, every option is going to have a class of color select. Alright, and then we'll have 7, I think. Another one, okay? There we go. These are 7 colors. So the first one is going to have the value of 0. We're going to give it the value. We're going to set the values later on, okay? Because I need this for another time. The first one is black. Okay, the second one is brown. The third one is red. The fourth is orange. fifth yellow, then green, and that's it. I think we're gonna stop at blue, which is cool for us. We're not gonna be interested in the other colors, white or whatever, gold and whatever. Okay, now we're gonna grab this whole section and give it, but before we do that, I want to grab these colors in here. Okay, this is a good shortcut. You can do it by Control Alt. Okay. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Now I'm gonna copy and paste this section twice. I'm gonna copy and paste it from the div. Okay. There it is. Now for the second, let's get back to the first section. So since the first one is the black has the value 0, then the second one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now the third line has these values, which is about the multipliers. The first one is 1, 10, the second 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, 1 mega, maybe 1 million. Right. Oh, there's a problem in here. And this thing, we got this ID of left line and this one. Okay. Now I'm gonna change this one, which is the middle line. Okay. And as well as this one, which is right line. There we go. That's cool. And there is a problem in here. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't make that. Didn't give the text in here. Oh, sorry about that. Let's say black. All of these colors. And let's go. There we go. We got all of these values in here, which is a good deal. Okay, now I think we should move on to the next section, which is about the resistor body. You know, I called it slogan, although it's not. Let's give it this one. Okay, class of slogan, and then an ID of slog. Solo, yeah. Okay. Next, I'm gonna have an H3 tag. We'll give it an ID. Height. I'm gonna show you why this is. Now let's select colors. Find your resistance. Okay, let's go. Save it. There we go. The third section is the final one in which we're gonna print out the value. Okay, let's say section class of final, and then we'll have another div find, and then the button. Okay, we're gonna get rid of these things. Let's give it an ID. Start something on it. Find. Okay, now we'll get into the box in which we'll show the value of R. Say div class of find, and there is something else found. H3 tag. Okay, R is equal, and then we're gonna have a span with an ID of resistance. I'll leave it empty, and then I'm gonna write the value of ohm. Okay, I'm gonna bring it ohm. Now I should get back. Okay, I've copied the ohm symbol and I'm gonna paste it, and there it is. I think now it's time to tweak this a lot. Alright, now I think it's time to start CSS. First thing is body. Let's just center the items. Center. Good. Choose the font family. Helvetica. Okay. Next is gonna be lines. Set the margin 1.5 m, and then auto for left and right, and 5.1 m for the rest, which is the bottom. Okay, now something else. There is this thing, lines, excuse me, after. I'm gonna show you why I'm using this. Content, nothing. Display, flex, and then clear both. Okay, now that's cool. I mean, I'm doing this thing with this thing with 33% and float it to the left. Okay, you see these 5 lines? Those are the responsible for this thing. Okay, whenever you want to make kind of flex box, so we get 3 sections, you use these 5 lines. Okay, and you can just change the value of the width to get maybe 2, 3, 4, you know, a bigger one, smaller one, and that's it. Now for the next one, is going to be the line color. Select. Let's give it a border. 2px. Solid 1c 4b's. Okay. I like that color. Let's give it a radius 5px. Good one. Now there's another line. Focus. Okay. We're gonna remove the outline. Okay. And that's it. You see the effect in there on the border is now hidden. Okay, what's next? Now it's time for color select. Choose just the color white. Okay, you can't see anything here, but let me tell you how to do that. We're gonna grab all the leaves, boys. Copy them, then say paste them. Gonna have some points now. Okay, and then open up this one, close it, and then get back to the game, and then all of them to the end of them. Okay, let's move on. Now I'll set the background color, and then Control V. There it is. I think that's cool. There we go. Everything is good. Okay. Now we're gonna set the background color of the resistor body. The way I'll do that is by taking the ID, which is slug, and then set the background image to linear gradient, and then I'm gonna have some time to do that. So first of all, we get to right, then the color, the body color is 10. It's from the start to the 20% position. Next we'll have the color white from the 20% to 23%, and I'll keep going. Okay, 23% to 40%, white from 40% to 43%, and then 10 again, 43% to 60, I think. That's it. And then white again from 60 to 63%, and then 10 again, 63% to 87%. Then finally we got gold from 87% to 90%, and we'll end up with 10 again. from 90% to the rest to the app. Now let's see it. Now if you can't find the real one, because we're gonna have to set the padding and the margin and so on. Okay, but first of all, let's set the margin bottom 3M. I think I have this slogan class. We're gonna use it. Okay, let's give it some margin 2M. Now that's better. And then border 2px solid 10. Good. I'm getting better now. And now we need the border radius 20 pixels. There we go. And then the width is just going to be 50%, which is bad. So we're gonna fix it at the end of the CSS with media queries. The height 7 ems. There we go. And then the margin left is 25%. But I'm gonna fix this mobile view. Okay. Now next up we have section final, I think. Okay. This will have a width of, excuse me, 90%, margin left 5%, and then margin top of 1M. Then I'll have a border of 2 pixels solid tail. There we go. Now still have more final after to do the same thing, the things we have done with the first section. Now we're gonna change something. Display is gonna be grid. Clear both. And then this child element which is defined, and give it a width of 40%, right? Flip it to the left. Will display this way. Now what's next? We do have this button now. I'm gonna centerline this button. Let me just start. Margin top of 2.5M. The color is gonna be white. The background color is gonna be teal again. And the border is gonna be 1px solid tail. That's better. Let's give it a border radius. We'll see 2px. That's better. then padding 4 px and 6 pixels. Then font weight, I'm gonna make it bold. There we go. And we'll give it a cursor pointer, so when we hover, the cursor gets changed to pointer now. You see that one? I think we should give it the color of the tail, excuse me. We're gonna get into media queries now. Media, screen, and max width 600 pixels. Do that. The slogan, it's not gonna be displayed this way. The margin is gonna be auto. We're gonna just need the margin top differently. 1M. Okay. And the width is 80%. Now that looks better. Height auto. Okay, we're gonna stop now for the CSS. I think that's good enough. Everything is working perfectly. Alright, now I think we should start with JavaScript. But before we get started, I want to tell you that I've forgot to link the JavaScript file. So we say script, then source main.js. Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna get this button by ID and then add an event listener to it. So whenever we click on it, we render a function. The function will take the value of the selected option in here, concatenate it with the second one from here, and then multiply it to the third selected option, which is the multiplier by default. This is the first part of the function. The next part we'll talk about later on. Okay, now the first thing I'm gonna do is to get the button ID. Okay, document.get element by ID. I call it start. Okay, then add event listener. So whenever we click on this button, this function called change color gets running. Now let's start the function change color. Okay, now we're gonna get this resistance by ID here. Now we say const or equals its resistance. Yeah. Okay. Let's get element by ID resistance. Okay. Now the second one is gonna be the left line option. Now we say const L equals document dot get element by ID left line. Okay, now we'll duplicate this line twice and we'll get from here middle. So we do the same thing for the middle line and the right line. Okay, Okay, yeah, right line. Okay. Now, for every one of them, we're gonna get now their values. So you get L val, you can call it this way, and we do L dot options, open in brackets, these square brackets, and say L dot selected index dot value. So this is the method. Again, I'm gonna duplicate this line twice, and we'll say now mval, okay, m as well, r right here, and r in there, and there it is. That's cool. Now we have selected all of these items now. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is to add some variables. So let's say let sum equals 0 to initialize, and then sum equals to lval plus mval. Now this is the concatenation. Okay, we're gonna get both of these values and concatenate them. Now another variable to hold them is result, initialized with 0. Okay, result is equals to sum times r val. And the final step, say r dot inner html equals to the result. And that's pretty much it, I think. Now let's check it out, and that's it. As you can see, if the first one is let's say brown, another brown, then red, there it is. Or say blue, 600, okay, green, 650, okay, that's cool. Now I think it's time to move on to the second part. All right, now what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to put these colors selected in this section and place them successively in these areas, so in these strips. So the first thing I'm gonna do, but let's call this the first part. Okay, and now we're gonna be in the second one. Okay, now this is gonna be, we're gonna get the slogan now. Let's say const slog equals document dot get element by id slog. Okay, now we're gonna make something quite similar to this. We're gonna copy and paste them, and what are we gonna do? Since here we wanted to get the values, we got them by this method. And now if we want to get these texts right here, we can do it with just a single word. So we're gonna get rid of these and change both of them, change them with text. Okay, okay, and that's it. Now what is next? Alright, that's gonna be a little bit tough in here. Okay, you see that slogan here, we made it using linear gradient. We're gonna basically make the same thing now. So what are we gonna do? Slug dot style dot background image is equal to this whole stuff. Now I want to change something in here. Now I'll take this thing. We're gonna have to put everything, almost everything, between quotes. Okay, let's say plus this one. And there it is. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to use a shortcut, okay? You can say Control F to find every comma in this file, okay? We got every comma in here, and we're gonna change it by this value. Plus this, and this. Another plus sign. Now what are we gonna do? We're gonna replace all. We have found them now. That's cool. And we're gonna replace all of them by this result. So we get save some time. But remember, right here, we got another comma. And this could just break down everything. So we have to leave it the way it was. Okay? So we don't break anything. Now I'll get back to this funny thing. The things we're gonna change in here are just these three white colors, okay? Now we're gonna grab this with this and this, what else? Now put them into between quotes. Okay, but there is a problem in here. No problem. Okay, what's next? I got this and this maybe. Right? Put them between quotes. And now we got a plus sign. Okay, what is next? Now we just have these three colors in here. We'll put them between quotes. And I think I need to add a plus sign. Okay. Now we'll change these three values. So the first one is gonna be L text. And the second one M text. And the third and last one is actually R text. And I think that's it. I think that's the whole thing we need to do. Should work. This should work, I think. Let's try it out. There we go. Now we got the colors. Selected colors. Let's change it a little bit. Okay, red. There we go. That's fine. Now I want to tweak that a little bit more. So whenever we render the function, this slogan or this text gets disappeared. Okay. Now I think we should start this as a third part. So what are we gonna get? What are we gonna do? Okay. Let's say third part. Okay. Now you see these. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take again this slogan right here add an event listener. So whenever the mouse is over, I'm gonna call this function called show slog. Okay, and again, whenever I have a mouse out, I'm gonna call this another function called hide slog. Okay, and that looks quite clear, I think. So whenever I render the function and the mouse is over, the slogan will show this slogan, and whenever the mouse is out, we'll hide it. Simple stuff. Okay, now the first function is gonna be show slog, but before we do it, I think we need to call this one. Okay, I'm gonna hide the h3 tag. So we take the h3 tag in here, and we call it. Okay, let's use it as a global variable. h3 is equal to document get element by id hide, and that's it. Okay, right here, when we hover on the slogan section, we say h3 dot style dot color is equal to white, and obviously kind of the same function is here. So when we want to hide it, okay, we say hide slogan, the column is gonna be a little bit different now. So it's RGBA 0, 0, 0, and 0. Or you can play with opacity. I think there's so many ways to do that. Okay, now that's wacky now. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, something is missing. Whenever I render these functions, especially the hide slug, won't work until I make a mouse over, then get it out, and then it will work. So before we do that, I'm gonna do another thing. So this h3, okay, now what are we gonna do is to grab again this one into here. All right, so this is how it works. Now let's click on it. There we go. The slogan just disappeared. Let's suppose we had blue, green, red, render, and there we go. Alright guys, hope this was useful, hope you got some benefit. If so, I suggest you don't leave it without adding any touch. Try to make some improvements, like adding another section for strips number and tolerance level, so the user can choose what kind of thing he wants. And yeah, another thing is when you have bigger values, for example, let's say green, yellow, blue, yeah, you see that? You can see that's too long. So to shrink that, you can add a function in which you say if the output is greater than 1000, print it 1K, so you get more space and you make it easy to read, and so on for mega and above. Okay, now thanks for watching and see you guys in the next video.